Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And first of all, Matt, I want to welcome you back and we're really sorry about your mother.
Well, thank you. And thank you to everybody that online that send their condolences and everything. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. So thank you guys.
Yeah, and your mother was a big bourbon drinker, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
so,
she loved her whiskey. Yeah.
So, I know I've already dedicated one video to her, but I think I'll dedicate this one to her as well, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'd love that.
Okay. So, today we are going to be tasting Jefferson's Rye Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
This is a product, been out for about a year and a half, 2 years, something like that maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
But I got to look and I don't think we've ever done a Jefferson's on a video.
No Jeffersons at all?
No. So
wow.
I think this is very appropriate.
I think so.
And the rye, we went to a dinner at Bourbon's Bistro when they introduced it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what, about a year and a half, 2 years
Something
ago?
like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. I remember really liking it.
Yeah. And I was out there at the distillery, Kentucky Artisan Distillery the other day, and picked up a bottle. And we're going to taste it here. So this is the Aged at Sea, the Ocean, Double Barrel Rye Whiskey. It's a 96 proof. There's no age statement. There's a little neck tag up here that tells about the voyage that it was on. It's got the ship's log and and such, but
yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they give you a little extra info. And
yeah, it's a bit of a gimmick, but it's not, because you really do get a little bit of the sea salt and such in this rye whiskey or in any of their Ocean Voyage stuff.
Yeah, I remember getting a particularly good bottle. Gosh, that must have been 2017 or 18. It was maybe the first year they had done just the regular Jefferson's Oceans, not the rye. And I remember my girlfriend Becca, that might have been her favorite bottle that year. And then I think I got in trouble because I might have drank a little bit too much while she was in Hawaii.
It seems like to me you drank the whole bottle, didn't you?
Maybe so. Smells really nice.
Yeah. And I do get that little bit of a sea tang.
Yeah. And I like that it's rye first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely get a little nice ryegrass and some vanilla, caramel.
But yeah, you're right. There's like just that hint of like sea air or something.
Right, that little salty sea air.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a little bit of maybe a honeysuckle or
Yeah, are you getting any citrus? I'm feeling like
that's it. I'm not really picking up a lot of fruit at all on the nose.
I'm getting like just maybe a hint of a citrus note. It smells great.
Yeah. Well, let's take a sip.
That is very good.
Yeah. Definitely get that little bit of a sea salt tang, but you get ryegrass, vanilla. I could see citrus, like a lemon zest, orange zest maybe.
A little bit of zest, not too much.
Yeah, just a little bit of like a cinnamon spice.
Yeah.
But then you get that sea salt kind of kicks in, particularly on the finish.
I think so, yeah. So yeah, on the finish, get just that little bit of oak, that sea saltness. Maybe just like a hint, like on the hint for the mouth, I'm getting a little maybe confectionery sugar or something like that. It's got a nice complexity to it that I like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good whiskey.
Yep. I think so.
Let's try it with cranberry. See what it does.
that kicked up the spice for me. Kind of mellowed out some things too.
Well, I was gonna say, first thing I noticed is I really got the orange zest on the initial taste. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, the spice becomes more, not so much a cinnamon as maybe allspice and maybe just a little bit of a cardamom or something.
Yeah, but that really came forward for me with the fruit. So it turns it into kind of like a little bit of a spicy bomb. Finish is still really spicy with that oak. But yeah, kind of took away a few notes for me, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Still good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Let's try it with a pecan.
That's tasty.
Yeah. And it really brings out that sea salt, particularly on the finish.
I'm getting a little more caramel with that one too.
Yeah.
It's like
The vanilla
caramel.
becomes more of a caramel. Not as much of that citrus fruit. It's still just a hint of it there, but that's about it.
Right.
You get that cinnamon allspice note, but then on the finish, particularly, you get that sea salt.
Yeah, which I like. It's giving me like salted caramel vibes. And I get a lot of that oak and sea salt finish. I mean, it's kind of nice just sitting there. I like that.
Yeah.
Very pleasant with the pecan.
Well, let's try a bite of dark chocolate. Now that really brings out the caramel.
Gives a nice, rich, caramelly mouth. Nice, spicy finish still. Yeah, kind of maybe a little citrus there.
Just a little bit.
But mostly oak on the finish now.
One thing I don't like about the chocolate is it kind of really tones down that sea salt.
I agree. Yeah. It just brings out the sweetness of the caramel.
Right.
Yeah. So I think for me, like, go neat or the pecan. The pecan was really good with it too. But it's a good bottle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much the rye goes for. I know the Oceans used to be around 100, and I think that's went down now. I think it's in the 80s maybe now.
I think this cost us I want to say 78 something, at the distillery.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good product.
Yeah, and if you want to kind of get that sea saltiness that we've been tasting, if that's something that you want to taste, I think you'll get it.
Yeah.
So, good stuff.
Yeah. So here you go, Trey Zoller and Chet Zoller. You're doing a good job with your Jeffersons.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.